The reason this is a quick thoughts is because I'm not into F1 at all, so if I did a more in-depth review I would probably get the terminology wrong as well as other basic things, and I just don't think I have the knowledge of the sport to give a review for a real F1 fan, if you know what I mean. I actually only bought this in my adventure to explore new genres, so when I say I think F1 2016 is a smashing game, it's pretty high praise since I find F1 less interesting than watching paint dry. I'd even go as far to say that this might end up in my Game of the Year list. It's one of the most immersive games I've played. The career is just so in-depth. The majority of racing games you're just given a load of boring menus to go through, but F1 gives you a hospitality area where your engineer can come talk to you about ways to improve your times and the car, with decent voice acting and everything. Your agent also makes an appearance, giving you new offers as well as letting you know what the team expects from you. You can't shag her over the desk at the Christmas party though, so that's what holds it back from true brilliance. You go to practice on the weekend trying out different car setups, earning R&D points to improve your car. All the in-garage stuff is locked in first person by the way, so when you're in the garage you press a button for your engineer to bring over the tablet to see the different setups you can use, as well as deep stats if you're into it. It all just brings you into it so much more rather than going through a load of menus. Then when you're properly racing, your team talk to you over the headset, giving you advice as well as giving race strategy changes, which you can respond to by using voice commands or the controller, but don't use that, you'll crash. The racing itself requires so much concentration. Depending on the difficulty, you have to do a certain number of laps. I was on medium and my first Grand Prix was 29 laps, and it was so fucking tense. I wore my tyres out before my first advised pit stop and got a puncture, so I had half a lap of going mega slow, getting overtaken left, right and centre. The racing strategy went out the window, so Big Dave, that's what I call my engineer, got on the blower to me like, mate, you fucked it, get in the pits. Then a few laps later after the pit stop, I went and smashed into the back of someone and broke my wing, which messed up my handling, so Big Dave told me I fucked it again and had to get it sorted. And despite all that, using my mad skills and concentration, I managed to finish the race one place above what I was expected to, and it felt so fucking good. You can customize your experience however you want. I find medium difficulty quite a good setting for me, but you can set it up however you like, turning all sorts of assists on or off. There's rewinds as well if you want, so even if you're hopeless at driving games, you can have fun with this. I've only played the career mode, but there's so much other stuff to have a go with as well. Just a shame there's no split screen. Basically what I'm trying to say is F1 2016 is banging, and I could recommend it to anyone even if you're not into racing games.